Hi there.
And welcome
To the Pretty Dumb Podcast.
Welcome back to the Pretty Dumb Podcast. Did I scare you?
Nope, it's fine. Anyways.
That's not what I wanted.
It's okay. How's it going?
Hi, how
Hello.
are you? Hi, what's up?
I'm just like suffering.
No, you're not.
Yeah, it's just been really hard coming back from Hawaii.
Ugh.
And realizing that like this is the reality that I live in. It's just wet and cold all the time.
I got stuck in a hailstorm earlier.
Let's focus on me. I kind of feel like you're pulling the conversation
my
away
bad.
from
I
me.
forgot what this was about.
You're over here like, I got stuck in a hailstorm. And I'm like, I literally live in a hailstorm.
I had to see the rain hit my window.
It's really hard.
Hi, welcome back. How was Hawaii?
Hawaii was good. It was so much fun. I definitely loved being someplace warm for a little bit.
Hell yeah.
I got a light sunburn on my tummy, so that's cool. And I also got to just like enjoy being in the sun, doing shows in Hawaii. I got to enjoy the ocean. I snorkeled and didn't worry about sharks.
I was like, yeah!
I was so scared.
Did you see some animal life?
I did. And I kept seeing sea urchins and I was like, please God, don't let me step on one. Please.
Were you close to the bottom?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. They were like living in the coral, but I was like, there were times where I had to like put my feet down because I kept getting salt water in my nose and my eyeballs.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like,
do you know why?
Why?
Because you have a mustache. It's hard for the masks to suction to your face.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yep. Luke had the same problem when we went. He was pissed.
Oh, okay. That actually makes so much more sense. Okay. Because, yeah, it happened to me and then one other person that I was hanging out with. And, like, we both have some facial hair. So that could be part of the why. Actually, everyone had facial hair. So I think that was a big reason why.
Everyone's just gagging in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah. Like, I definitely, like, my sinuses were clear by the time we were done. Because my nostrils were, like, on fire from the salt water.
Burned from the inside.
Yeah. I was like,
great.
This is good. It's good.
No doctor's appointments this month.
No, but yeah, it was a nice time. Everyone in Hawaii was so cool. And like, I can't wait to go back there in 3 to 4 months.
I'm so jealous. I would like to go to Hawaii sometime in my life.
You should maybe date a guy who has a condo in Hawaii. That's what I'm doing.
Okay.
Yeah, get
Perfect.
one of those. Because like, once I got a boyfriend who had a condo in Hawaii, I was like,
you never not there.
yeah, he was like, we can go every like 3 to 4 months. I have to check on my condo. And I was like, that's so awesome. And he was like, yeah, you're going to come with me. And I was like, oh, okay.
Totally.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
well, next time you're there, do the work for me.
I don't know what that work means. I mean, I have to blow him like every single day.
I just
I'm
meant
there.
find me a man who has a condo there. That's
Oh.
all that meant.
Yeah, I'll find one. I mean, like, you have to be open to blowing someone like every day that you're there.
Every day.
I mean, yeah.
Ugh.
Hey, Mom and Dad, that's how I paid for my trip to Hawaii.
And that's why I still haven't been, Mom and Dad. This is a weird time to say that my parents will be there next month.
Oh, well, I know what your mom's going to be doing.
Poor Mom.
I know.
Gross. We're not talking about that.
Okay. Anyways, how was your week?
It was good. We're in a new location, aka an old location.
I was going to say, you mean like a new old location?
Yes, we're back at Sadie and Benji's.
If you look closely at the video, you might be able to see Benji sleeping on the thingy.
Hear some dogs huffing and puffing.
Mm-hmm.
We're covered in hair. It's been my life for the last 2 weeks. I got one more week here. But yeah.
I mean, you should literally just give up your apartment and move into the basement. You're here like all the fucking time.
Attention, Sadie and Benji's mother. This is where I live now.
Yeah, I mean, like, basically.
The basement's so scary, though.
I mean, it wouldn't be scary if you put some, like, string lights in it.
Ugh. My week's been good, though. I've been acting like an adult.
What does that mean?
I've been cooking my meals.
Oh, I love that because I've been doing the same.
I actually went grocery shopping for the first time in a lot of months.
How have you been feeding yourself?
I just eat out all the time.
Damn. It's
Yeah.
almost the same price though, honestly.
Yeah, but it's not as healthy.
It's really not.
And
But
I eat so much more when I'm eating out.
that's literally how I got caught in the trap of like eating out all the time, cuz like in my head I was like I am literally spending almost the exact same amount of money to eat out every day as I would to like cook at home.
I know. I did. I stopped and had a sandwich today that was $23.
Holy shit.
But it was so good. I mean, it was like with after tax and tip because everything here is so fucking expensive, but it was really good.
I did eat taco time on the way here though.
Ooh, taco time.
And I spent $10 on a mini time meal. And I was like, this is delicious, but this is so bad for you.
I don't know what it was. Maybe I chose the wrong items at Taco Bell, but I got like 3 different things and spent like $30.
What the fuck did you buy?
I don't know what happened, but I was like,
At Taco
okay.
Time?
No, Taco Bell.
Taco Bell. That seems weird for the place that used to have 80-cent nachos.
Right?
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, I'm trying to get away from that. So I've gotten some vegetables.
Ooh.
What? Who is she?
We
so
love
now I
veggie
eat
moment.
vegetables every day.
Okay.
You know, no big deal. And yeah, I'm just trying to be an adult.
We're trying to live longer here at the Pretty Dumb Podcast. If Darwinism doesn't kill us off, then diabetes certainly will.
Also, sorry, there's something in my eye. I'm just going to ignore it. It's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
I stopped eating sweets.
What does that mean?
So usually my old routine was to wake up, have some tea, not eat until I'm starving at like 2 p.m. while I'm out walking dogs. So then I stop at my favorite grocery store, Metropolitan Market.
I love the Met Mark.
And grab some sushi or a hot sandwich or, you know, something like that. And then like, oh, well, the cookies / donuts / everything else is right over there. I need
so
a little
true.
sweet pick-me-up. So I was literally just eating sweets every day. Those chocolate-covered strawberries, those were part of my Valentine's gift. The rest was 3 donuts that I ate to myself.
I mean, I get it. Like, ever since I stopped doing the Whole30, I've been like, I'm not going to eat sweets, but I had a cookie today with my coffee. And I probably didn't need to do that.
No, but it's like when you're in it, it's just a sugar addiction. And it's like once you tell yourself, no, I don't fucking need it. Like I've been having bananas at night because it's like I need the sugar still, but it's enough to be okay for me to go to sleep.
Okay, so we at my home started doing nightly smoothies instead of a dessert. So like we'll get like frozen strawberries and frozen mangoes and frozen bananas, and then we'll throw in some coconut milk and like a juice of some kind, like a pineapple or mango juice.
And ice cream.
No, because that's a milkshake, Courtney. But we've been throwing in all of that stuff, and like that has been like our nightly dessert, and it's been like it's been much better. Life has been much better since then.
Yeah, I am feeling the benefits of not eating like shit and not eating sweets and
Honestly,
not eating so late.
It's been nice not feeling like bloated and in pain.
And I've been sleeping better. I did take a nap today, but honestly, that's because I didn't have anything else to do.
I feel like there's something wrong with me because I've been sleeping way too much.
Ugh. Oh, I heard a fact. I think it was on TikTok. So 100% true. That if you hit snooze, you're setting yourself up for failure because every time you fall asleep, your body's like internal clock or whatever like resets. So your body wants to get between, I think it's like 75 and 90 minutes of sleep, like deep sleep. But every time you fall asleep and then you wake up, it's resetting. So if you hit snooze a few times, you're just in that constant state of, and it takes like 4 minutes for your, 4 hours for your body to like get past that. So if you're tired all day long, it could be because you snooze. And I've noticed a difference just like this week. I've like having that knowledge in my head. I'm like, oh, if I just lay here, I'm going to be so much more tired later. So I just get up and I haven't been as tired. So it's a cool fun fact.
I hate that fact. also like I'm just thoroughly convinced that there are people who can get up on the first alarm and there are people who cannot. And I cannot.
I used to not be able to, but having this thing in my head that's like you're only going to be more tired and more groggy if you stay in bed. Just listen to your body. Your body just woke you up, so get up.
That's terrible.
You try it out.
I mean, I'll give it a try and we'll see what happens.
Maybe having that knowledge in your brain won't be like, hey, bitch.
Maybe I'll try tomorrow. I don't know. Tomorrow's also my last morning here, so.
Nice. Where are you going to be after that?
Well, I'll be in Spokane.
Oh, different time zone.
Yeah. It's just really hard. Constant.
Continuing the Mr. D comedy tour.
For now.
What's strapping your ass this week, Richie?
Oh, actually, wait. No, we did have like a nice back handspring from the Mr. D thing. Okay. I can't remember what was trapping my ass last week, but I feel like. Okay. Now I'm back. Okay. I'm so sorry. You're so fucking stupid. Okay. What's trapping my ass? Thanks for asking just now, Courtney. What's trapping my ass is connecting flights. I love a good flight and everything, but connecting flights and people who like take up your chair space on a flight drive me up the fucking walls.
Ooh, who like lean over the armrest?
Like people who are like, I'm gonna take over like the armrest, or people who like I sat next to someone who like him and his wife was not seated in our row and she kept coming up to our row to talk to her husband.
Oh my God, relax.
And it was so fucking annoying.
You can't go a few hours without talking.
It was so fucking annoying. And she, like every time someone would like pass, they would like lean onto me to like let them pass. And I'm like, dude, like, and this is not like a tiny man either. Okay. Like he's not like a skinny mini, small, scrawny dude. Like he's like a pretty sizable guy. And I'm just like, dude, like we have to be on this flight for like, I don't know, 6 to 8 hours. Do not lean on me. It's already so fucking tight in this plane. Why are you here? So yeah, connecting flights.
Wait, do you think they were trying to like make you offer? Like, do you just want to sit here? I'll go take your seat.
I mean, honestly, if they had just straight up asked me, I would have said yes. Mm-hmm. But no, they didn't ask.
They were just being passive aggressive or just not even conscious
I just
of other
think
people.
That they just like weren't being fully aware like of what was going on.
Ugh.
Like I fully just think that they were just like, yeah, this is like normal plane etiquette. Like, I think they thought that this was, like, okay.
Mm-hmm. I feel like if it were me, because I'm also passive-aggressive, I probably would have just started coughing a lot or, like, pretended to sneeze or something just to be like, hey, you're too close to me.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I was, like, trying to, like, be pleasant because I was like, I'm going to do shows in Hawaii. Like, I really don't want this to be a sour experience, so I don't want to have to, like, yell at a stranger, you know? But I will fight a stranger on this plane if I absolutely have to.
Yeah. Oy.
What about you? What's trapping your ass?
Let's see. I worked the door for a comedy show last weekend, and it's fine working the door. I kind of like being bossy sometimes. So like people coming in, they didn't realize comedy was happening and they're like, oh, we're just here for drinks. And I'd be like, oh, well, it's going to be $10 if you want to stay. Otherwise you can come back in an hour and a half. But like it's like going to be a super fun show, but just not like, I don't know. It helps with confidence. Just like, this is what it is. I'm sorry you came here not to watch comedy, but this is what's up tonight. Mm-hmm. And it was a little bit rowdy. And I think we messed up because it's a high show. So the comics do a set sober and then go get high and do a set high. But this show, it's called Now and Later. They do an intermission. So everyone left. I mean, all the comics. And then someone who worked at the bar, they played some really good music. So for like 20 minutes, people are like upbeat. Like the music is like dancey. Like people are just having fun dancing and stuff. And then cut to me coming back on stage and just being like, okay, I know you guys were having fun, but I'm going to do some comedy now. And then I'm going to bring the high comics back up. And it was just like,
no one cared.
No, they didn't. They were like in the mood to have fun and they were just super loud and talkative. So then after my set, And because everyone else was high, it's so much harder to do comedy when you're high and everyone's talking. Like, you're so easily distracted anyways. So I kept walking around and being like, hey, can you please lower your voices? Thank you. And this one stupid lady got so mad at me. She was like, why are you asking us to be quiet? Everyone's being loud. And I was like, I know, I just talked to them. I'm going over there next. And she was like, it's just so stupid. We weren't even being loud. And I was like, okay, well, you are. Can you please stop? And then me talking to her, she was like, can you please move? We're trying to watch the comedy. And I was like, you're such a bitch. And I didn't even know what to say. So there was just a group of like black people right next to her. And I was just like, white ladies, right? And they all laughed. I was like, okay, cool. It was just such a dumb experience. Like, you paid $10 to be here. You can shut your fucking mouth or you can leave.
I mean, like, I get it. I feel like I would also be annoyed by that. Also, I'm just like, people like that, there's no real reasoning with them, I feel like.
She just wanted to be drunk and we were in her way.
See, I hate shows with intermissions for this exact reason.
Yep.
Like, it's
so hard to get them back, especially like a lot of people went out and smoked too. So it's like, okay, half the crowd is high. And now I have to wrangle everybody. And I wasn't even the host. I was just helping out because the host did get very high. And I was like, I don't know if you can handle all
I would have
this.
killed that host.
Yeah. Well, he thought he was supposed to get high. But I don't think he was supposed to.
I feel like I would have been like, hey, you still need to do your fucking job.
Yeah. He did. It was just not the perfect setup. But also, what comedy show ever is. But just dealing with people who are like, why are you telling me? What about them? It's like, keep your eyes on your own fucking paper, bitch.
I agree.
Oh my
One more
gosh.
thing that's trapping my ass is like, why are you so popular today?
This never happens and it's stressing me out.
Well, what is it?
This is my friend Jared, who never texts me. He just keeps texting me. And Joe texted me.
Is it important?
Dogs. Jared said he butt dialed me. Fucking cool.
Wow, you're so popular. I wish I knew what it was like. Something else that kind of bothered me, low key, is I've never had this happen before where they were like, okay, so at the show I was doing in Hawaii, the manager was like, hey, we're going to start in like, or we're going to hold the show for 5 minutes. And I was like, cool, no problem. Let's hold it. And she never came back to be like, we're about to start. And I don't know if that's like standard practice or if this is like my bad, but I've always had someone be like, hey, we're going to start. Like, be ready. Literally, I was in the back. I had just walked out of the bathroom and I hear, and here's your opening performer.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And I had to like run out onto the stage and be like,
oh no.
And I had to act like nothing happened. And I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Like,
oh yeah.
You didn't even check to make sure I wasn't like taking a wicked piss or something?
Right. Or you like left. You're just like outside smoking or
what
something.
What if I was outside smoking? Like, what the hell?
Yeah, that's kind of rough. But like that does happen. I think especially if you're like running a club, there's so many different moving parts that you're like, oh shit, we have to start now.
Well, I mean,
I
like,
could see that
I don't know. There was no late show either. So I'm like, we literally could have started this whenever the fuck, you know? But I don't know. That just kind of bothered me. And like, I was like so disoriented when I got on stage. I was like, everything is exactly the way it's supposed to be. Out of breath. And it was a big stage too. Like, it was huge. Like, it took me a minute to get to the middle. And I was like, hey everyone.
I'll be there. Hang on.
I was ready. I was totally ready.
What was it like working with Joe?
It was good. It was fun. It's always nice working with Joe. It feels like I'm working with friends.
Heck yeah.
You know, because we've both done those shows where it's like, I don't know if this person wants me here or not. Mm-hmm. Whereas like working with Joe and like other friends, it's like, oh, this is nice. I like feeling welcomed. Like, I did a show not that long ago where the headliner just like clearly did not want to talk to me. And I was like, okay, I'll just like fuck off or something.
I'll just be quiet over here.
Yeah, like I didn't even want to be in the green room because it felt like it was like one of those things where
like you're intruding on their space.
Like, it would get really quiet when I came in and I'd be like, oh, sorry.
Well, that leads us perfectly into our topic for today.
Yeah.
Adult friendships. Aww.
We love an adult friendship.
Yeah, and how, I don't know, just it's kind of a loose topic, but how our friendships have evolved from being little to where we are now. Making friends as adults.
Making friends as adults.
Losing friends.
Losing friends is something I don't feel like I should do it, but like I wouldn't necessarily be like super heartbroken all the time. Well, no, that's not true. I don't know. I just have mixed feelings about like adult friends.
Yeah, all right, let's get into it.
Yeah, do you want to kick us off?
Yeah, so my two best friends are both mommies.
Cut them loose. We don't need them anymore.
No, they need me more than ever. Their kids freaking love me. I babysat for one of their kids years and years ago, and that kid is 15, and he's not mature or responsible enough to babysit his 2-year-old sister. So now I'm like, all right, let me help out.
That's not good.
15-year-olds, what can you do?
I mean, I don't know. Beat them. I mean, just kidding. Don't ever.
Richie's not a parent. It's fine. But yeah, it's fun like watching them like be moms and just like watching their kids, I don't know, form into people because of who their moms are, you know?
And how does that make you feel?
It's fun. Like, it doesn't make me want to have kids, but it's like a fun progression of our friendship. Cause like me and Courtney, especially, like we started out our friendship. We were teenagers working at the same restaurant. And then we had our like 20-year-old hoe phase and just like getting drunk all the time. And then, you know, we're just in the next phase of like, oh, now I get to go over there and have sleepovers, and her kids like want my attention as much as she does, and like she has to tell her kids, no, this is my friend, she's here to see me, and they're like, but Courtney Bird, come do this.
Isn't it so weird seeing some friends like grow up and like have jobs and like be parents, and you're just like, I literally watched you take a shot of alcohol and chase it with gum.
Yes. Like, I held your hair. We actually took turns holding each other's hair as we both vomited rice into a toilet bowl.
That's gross.
It was gross. And I held her fake tooth at the time.
Oh, wow.
Because I'm a good fucking friend.
That's right. Absolutely. It is strange. I don't know. I have friends with kids, and it's like, it's cool. Their kids are neat or whatever. Mm-hmm. Like, I like them. I love their kids, but also at the same time, I'm just like, oh my God, there's like a little human here that you
Someone
made.
Someone let this happen?
In your vagina. You made that.
I know. And her daughter looks exactly like her. It's so crazy. But she's like opposite personality. So it's just a fun thing to watch. But yeah, also like I'm at the age where I don't want to be going out and partying all the time. So it's fun for me to just like, I like the quiet conversations and just the, you know, catching up with friends and just having their little kids around is fun too.
I like that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I definitely love the progression of friendship where it doesn't feel like we need to go out as much anymore. Mm-hmm. Don't get me wrong. I still want to go out, but like, it's definitely not as much of a thing anymore. But also like, okay, I also like, I need things to be like loosey goosey. I hate the friends who are like, we need to plan out every single hour. I'm like, why? It's so annoying. Stop doing that.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I need like a loose plan. I can't do this like at 6:00 we're going to be here. And then at 6:30 we are going to order food. And then by 7, I'm just like, okay, like I can't, no, I'm not doing that.
Yeah. I like a more loose thing as well. Like, me and 3 of my best friends from high school, Stacy, Mallory, and Morgan, we all live in different places now. So we don't get to see each other very often. But when we do, it's awesome. And like, we don't plan anything. Like the last time all 4 of us got together, we just went to Mallory's house and just like hung out. Like we just ate and talked. And like, that's all we wanted to do was just like catch up. And those are like the funnest nights of just... Those are gossiping, like, oh my God, remember when this crazy thing happened?
I was just talking to someone about this today, about how like I love gossiping with my girlfriends from like high school, but here's the tea. I don't want to gossip about shit I saw on Instagram. I want to know real drama. I want to know behind the scenes drama of the people we went to high school with. Like, I don't care about like some Instagram post someone made and like their babies. Like, that's fucking boring to me. Yeah. I want to know who cheated on who. Mm-hmm. Okay. I want to know who has a drug addiction. I want to know
Oh, yeah.
who got an abortion. I want to know those things.
Yep. It's been a little harder because Mallory was the last one to leave our hometown. So since she's left, she's not in all of that good stuff like she used to be. So now we're like, wait, we don't know. We got to have an in. But it's still fun to just kind of discuss old people and how we used to be.
Is friendship as an adult what you thought it would be? Because like when I was younger, I thought friendships as an adult meant that we would go to like the same coffee shop every day and hang out there together after work, and then like go out and party and then like come home and be like, wow, what a crazy life we live.
Right. Yeah, I think I probably thought similar. I think like in my 20s, I probably pictured it as like, oh yeah, we're going to go out drinking all the time, like every night, like Sex in the City. You're always meeting for drinks and then you're just like hitting the town. And it's like, who the fuck has money for that? Who still fucking drinks? What? Ew. No.
It is becoming such a thing. Like a lot of people I know are not drinking anymore.
Right. And yeah, it's a totally different thing. And like you don't take into account in your 20s looking forward, like, oh, we're all going to be in different places. We're going to have families or husbands or whatever, comedy. So it's like you can't.
That is, yeah, like that's definitely been like the true story in the last few years for me is I'm like, oh, everyone has like different lives and values right now. Mm-hmm. And like, I am no longer, when it comes to friends, I am no longer putting energy into friends who, like, don't care about the things that I'm doing. Like, if you don't care about what I'm doing, I don't care about what you're doing.
Right.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna, like, hold your hand through whatever it is that you're going through if you never cared about the stuff that I was doing.
Right. Yeah, you have to be equal parts in a relationship.
Reciprocity. Yeah. I don't know. It's just one of the things that I've been thinking about lately. I don't want to have hater friends anymore, and like maybe not even haters, but like friends who just like aren't really involved, I guess would maybe be a good way to put it.
I would say, like, I haven't really thought of this before, but like in my 20s, I often complained about my friends to other friends. But now I don't. Like, I don't have friends to complain about.
That's nice.
Because it's like eventually you're just like, wait, why are we still friends? Do we even like each other? What's going on? If you're just in this relationship so you can complain about it to someone else that you like better, like maybe you should cut that one off.
Definitely think that that's true. And it's like, but the thing is like I don't know. I like everyone in my life. There's no one that I feel like I need to cut out right now. But there's definitely people where I'm like, oh, I could like spend less time with you, you know? Does that make sense?
Yeah. I think all of the friends that I've had, like the friendships that I've had end, it wasn't like a conscious, like, oh, we can't be friends anymore. It was just like, oh, we're not talking anymore. We had like a blow up. I had one blow up with a friend and it was like, okay, I guess that was that, but it wasn't like a planned out thing. Like maybe I should stop talking to her.
Have you seen that viral TikTok that everyone was stitching for a while? That was like, this is how to break up with a friend. I feel like our season of friendship has come to an end and I just don't have the capacity for this anymore. Could you imagine if someone said that to you? No. Could you fucking imagine?
Especially after like seeing that TikTok. And then having someone like repeat it verbatim, you'd be like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I'd be like, oh my God, I would have rather you just block me on everything. What the fuck? I don't think that that's how anyone should handle a friend breakup. Like,
yeah, I feel like they just kind of, you just stop talking.
Yeah, right?
That's what's happened with me. Like, that I can remember, I think I've had 4 close friends, 3 or 4, that we just went our separate ways. Only one of them like really hurt because I was still trying to contact her and she just wouldn't reply to me.
Oh, wow.
And we had met in college and then became very, very close a couple years out of college. And she was like my best friend. I was her maid of honor. I gave a speech at her wedding, like just very close, spent a lot of time with her, and then she just stopped talking to me. So that one hurt just because it's ghosting. Like you don't have an answer.
That I do feel like is kind of wrong. Like if someone's still trying to reach out to you and you're not down to, like you should at least be like, hey, I just don't really see us hanging out anymore.
Right. But I mean, the thing that I learned about that friendship, or maybe I just realized later on was that we definitely had like a conditional friendship. Like we could have fun and go out and like we could go get drinks or we could like eat edibles and like watch movies and stuff, but it was very much on her terms. So like she was the kind of person who, if she was in a fight with her husband, she would call me to immediately try to like explain why her husband's wrong and she's right, and like get reassurance of why whatever she's feeling is correct. And if I was ever on her husband's side, that she would then be mad at me too. And she was never the person to apologize for anything ever. So it's like she was just always right 100% in her mind. And I got to the point where I was like, I'm not going to say that you're right when I think that you're wrong. Like, that's not what a friendship is. But I think for her, she just needed the yes man in her ear.
Oh, you don't need people like that anyway. I don't deal with people like that anymore.
No.
I also like growing up too, like as you become an adult, realizing you can put boundaries on your friends is so great.
Yeah.
I love a good friend boundary. Like, do I handle those boundaries well all the time? No.
Does anyone ever?
No. But like, I definitely have the rule of like, I'm not putting up with anyone's bullshit anymore. Like, if you are the friend who is like annoying me, we do not have to spend time together.
Right.
But I know that some of my friends are like working on being better people, and I'm willing to give them grace to like work that out.
Yeah. I also just think it's important to just have honest communication, and you don't have to spend all your time with the same people.
Yes. One of my friends recently found out that you can't count on your friends all the time. And I think that that's an important adult life lesson, which is valid. Like, I know it sounds bad, but it's like, it's true. You know what I'm saying?
You need to be self-sufficient. You need to be your own person and not just lean on. I mean, that's what your friends are there for, to lean on in hard times. But also you need to figure out how to take care of yourself.
Take care of yourself. Yeah, exactly. Like, I think that that's like, I didn't even realize it until like this friend had said it out loud. And I was like, oh, yeah, I know that. I know that feeling. And it like all kind of just like snapped together really quickly. And I was like, yeah, I do know what that's like. You cannot count on all of your friends as an adult. Like, everyone is living their own life. And like, you can't be like, I need you guys right now, and expect everyone to be like, yeah, I'll be there.
Right. Yeah,
like,
we talked about that.
Did we talk about this last week?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
But I think the main thing, I mean, just being an outsider, not knowing that friend of yours, but it seems like their relationship ended, so they were expecting all of their friends to then take the place of that relationship, and it's like, that's not what your friends are for.
No.
You have to be okay just being by yourself.
Yeah. That, I forgot we talked about this last week.
Okay.
Time is literally not a thing for me right now.
I always hit my teeth.
I heard that on the headphone. Time is just not a thing for me right now. I don't know. Nothing is adding up. Not like the math is not mathing when it comes to time.
I have another thing. Because, well, my best friend lives like an hour and a half away. And has a family. My other best friend has a family, and it's just, yeah, she has a 2-year-old, and that baby runs her house. So our friendships have changed. Like, we spend a lot more time on the phone as opposed to hanging out.
I love phone calls. I do. I love a good friendship catch-up phone call.
I used to not. Like, when I was young, I remember like a girlfriend had called me when I was in like middle school, and my dad like gave me the phone, and I was like, hey, what's up? And she had said something. I was like, okay. And then my dad was like, you can keep talking. Like, you can keep talking on the phone. I was like, oh, is that what we're supposed to do? It's just like, your dad's like for a reason, right?
Your dad's like coaching you, like, no, like, make a friend.
This
like,
is
keep
how
the
it works.
friend.
You can do it. But yeah, also I walk dogs all the time. So I'm just like, I have a lot of free time, but I'm just like busy. So it is fun to just like call someone and be like, what's up? Let's catch up. I mean, that's what brought us so close together. It's just like, what can we fucking bitch about? We have so much time.
It's true. Like, so like you and like 3 of my girlfriends and my sister I will call, or like they'll call me and I'm like, yeah, like let's just talk for a while. I love talking because it fills my day and it makes me not have to think about the things that I'm actually supposed to do.
Right. And for me, like if I'm not doing comedy, I don't interact with a lot of people, and I'm introverted, so I don't go out of my way to like talk to people at the grocery store or whatever. So sometimes those conversations are like the most interaction that I'll get in a day. So it is important. But yeah, like keeping the phone lines open is important, especially with new moms. I don't think people who don't have kids realize how hard it is for moms, because like I was like, hey, Janasha, if you want me to babysit, I'll babysit this week. I have a light week. I will come over. Just let me know what works best for you. And I think, like, I don't know. I'm not a mom, but I think having to ask for people's help in that regard, it's really tough, especially if you have, like, a toddler who's a little hard to handle. You don't want to, like, put people out or whatever. So just, like, kind of being there, like, okay, what can we do? I can come over for dinner. Like, let's just hang out. And I'm not the kind of person who invites people to do stuff, because I live in a studio apartment. I'm dog sitting a lot. I'm never like one to be like, hey, come do this thing with me. Like, I need to be asked to do stuff, but I'm realizing now I need to change that and like ask to come visit them, because they're open to visitors all the time. They just want people around them.
Yeah.
So I'm trying harder to be more cognizant of that.
I've never been someone who likes making plans. I think I've been really lucky as an adult that I've always had people who are like, we're doing this. Do you want to come? And I'm like, yes, because I hate making plans. I really do. I'm so bad at it.
Yeah. I mean, I like making plans, but yeah, it's that going the extra step of actually like planning it out. And I think just growing up, I didn't have a lot of friends. So when I would like get my heart broken sometimes because I wanted to do this fun thing and none of my friends could or wanted to. And then I would be so let down. So I think now I'm just like, oh, nope, I'm not going to psych myself up to have this great time and then have everyone be like, no, thanks.
I think that's part of the reason why I stopped making plans too. Because like in high school and middle school, I didn't really have a lot of friends either. And I was just like, I don't know. Like, every time I make plans, it never works out, or the people I invite don't want to come.
Right. It's so sad.
It's so sad. But when I became an adult, though, like, I think I became more of like who I was supposed to be, and it made it easier for me to like make friends. Actually, looking back at it now, I definitely have more and better friends as an adult than I did as like a child and a high schooler.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, younger times, the people you're friends with are just those who you had classes with, who you're just around. It's like, okay, well, this is someone who looks similar to you. Go play.
Yeah, I will say though, like I am trying to cultivate a couple of new friendships right now, and it's been nice. There's one friend I have named Cameron who I met through Joe, and I was like, we should hang out. And we hung out once over the summer, and then we did not hang out again. But now he texted me the other day and he's like, we should hang out. And I was like, we should hang out. Let's do something.
Yes.
So we're going to hang out next week. And I'm really excited about making another new adult friend who also does adult things.
Oh, I like it. I think the only the friends I made in the past 4 years are just comedy friends.
Same. Mostly same.
Yeah, because it's like, it's who you spend your time with. And also it's a very relaxed environment of like how you can get to know someone pretty well.
It's very chill. Like if you want to make friends, go do comedy. Like some of them are really fucking annoying, but like not everyone in the comedy scene is people you want to hang out with. Right. But
some of them are awesome.
Some of them are great. Not all of them. I can't stress how much enough. Not all of them are cool. Like, but a lot of them are. A lot of them are very cool.
So yeah, I've been having fun just getting to know different people, and like we haven't hung out too much outside of comedy. Like I went to a Backstreet Boys concert with Naseel. What's up?
Naseel's someone who I feel like would be really cool to hang out with.
Yeah, she's super fun. But yeah, it's just that when you're doing comedy and all your friends are also doing comedy, it's so hard to actually get together unless you're like, oh, we're on the same show. And then it's like, yeah.
I will say that's like Mary Lou. That's how I spend time with her, which is unfortunate because she's been like, we should hang out. And I'm like, we should hang out. But I'm literally so fucking busy. Like, I'm so sorry. And then like I'll see her at shows and I'm like, well, we're hanging out now, I guess.
Yep.
I'm sorry that we didn't hang out more.
I think that's what
this.
makes it fun too, though. Like, I love Vanessa, and every time we're on a show together, we're just like, yes, and we're like talking shit in the back of the room. But we haven't got to hang out outside of comedy really. So, but when we do, like every time we see each other at a different show or open mic, it's like, what's up, girl? So it's just fun to.
I just did that with someone. I don't want to say who it was, but I was doing a show with someone and like we kept like side eyeing each other when like someone else on the show would like say something annoying and be like,
it's so fun to have those people.
Too.
Like, what's happening? What?
Yeah, this person fucking is annoying the shit out of me. I'm like, thank God.
Basically, we're the bullies of comedy.
I don't want to see that. We're not. Benji, do you have friends? We're adult friends.
Benji is my best friend.
Yep. Okay. I feel like we have more things to say about adult friends. I feel like we kind of just rambled about adult friends.
Yeah, just one last thing is that I've met a lot of people not from Seattle, but who live here.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people complain about the Seattle freeze.
It's real. And I didn't know it was real for a long time.
I didn't either. And I think it's just because like I said, I'm introverted. So it's normal for me to not talk to people. But coming from different like cultures of the U.S., it's not normal for everybody. So I do feel bad for people who move here and find it so difficult to make friends. I was just assumed like, oh, everyone has 2 friends and that's normal, right? Like, what's the big deal?
I found out the Seattle freeze was real when I stopped drinking because I was like, I've since learned how to like overcome the Seattle freeze without alcohol. But like, I remember when I stopped drinking, I was like, oh, no one like wants to talk to you if you're just like hanging out. Like no one's just like coming up to you.
Yeah, everyone. Maybe it's because of Ted Bundy and the Green River Killer, but everyone here is just very
standoffish.
Yeah, we're like, what do you fucking want? Really?
I do feel like it's also the fact that there's never any sunshine here.
Yes, 100%.
Everyone is like, no, I don't have the energy to talk to people. I'm trying to stay alive.
Yeah.
Like,
so
trying not to kill myself.
So that is one thing that I try to do, just like being a woman in comedy. When I see either new or just new to me females in this scene, I like make a point to talk to them, even if it's just to be like, hey, hi, what's up? I'm Courtney. Just because I know what it's like to be the new person and not know anyone. And especially here, it's really hard.
You know what? I should do that. I should do that to the new LGBTQ pluses.
Hell yeah.
Because it is tough making friends in the comedy scene here.
Yeah.
Because I remember the first few months I was doing comedy, I did not talk to anybody.
Me neither. I think Adam Tiller was my first friend.
I remember you were the first friend to give me a ride somewhere from one show to another one. And I was like, we're friends.
We did it. She has a car.
We're friends. And then but yeah, I would go to open mics and I would just stand there by myself and wait for my turn. And then I would do my time. And then I'd be like, okay, I'm done now. And then I would just stand somewhere else until the show was over.
Yep. I always stayed till the very end.
It took me a long time to get
I'm
over that.
Fucking bye. Ew.
As soon as my time is up, I'm like, okay, gotta go. Thanks so much. Bye. Unless I'm working a show. If I'm working a show, I'll stay till the end. But if I'm just at an open mic, I am leaving at the first opportunity I get.
Because when you first start out, you don't realize that there's so many people doing the same jokes that you're gonna still be hearing in 3 years, and it's like, you don't need to keep hearing this.
You don't. I also thought too, it was a professional courtesy to stay at an open mic. And no, you don't.
Because on the flip side, if you were up super late at the underground and everyone left, it sucked to go last. So it's well, I like when there's people here, so I'll be here for other people. And then it's no, fuck you, you're last. Sorry, bye.
Yeah, literally, tough tits, man. I'm so sorry. I wish I could help you, but I do not want to. Right, Benji?
It's just a rite of passage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So yeah, being an adult with friends and making friends is really cool.
Yeah. We've learned a lot. It's okay to end relationships.
It's okay to start new ones.
Or just have a dog as your bestie.
Yeah. Or get a boyfriend with a condo in Hawaii. What did you learn this week?
I have some fun friend facts for you.
Okay.
That was so many F F's in one. I've been stuttering all day. According to research, the average person has 3 to 5 very close friends, 10 to 15 people in their circle, and 100 to 150 acquaintances in their social network. Do you think that rings true for you?
I think I have a little bit more than that.
I was going to say 150 acquaintances? I don't know that many people.
I definitely do, because I remember when I turned 26, I had a birthday party at Ozzy's in Seattle, and I had over like 100 people there for my birthday.
Wow. Must be nice. When I turned 30, I had my...
Is this going to bum me out?
I had my 4 best friends at the time and my parents. Cool. So my 6 best friends.
Uh-huh.
You want a different fact?
Yeah.
Friendship is the single most important thing affecting our psychological health and well-being, as well as our physical health and well-being.
I don't understand the physical part.
Spending time with our friends releases endorphins in the brain and makes us happy.
Money makes me happy too.
What would you rather have, 100 friends or 100 monies?
100 monies is not a lot. But if they were like 100 friends or 100 million, I'd be like, I can pick 100 friends to not talk to again.
I can buy a new friend or 2.
Yeah, I can get some new friends. I'll give up 100 friends for $100 million for sure.
Wow, you guys heard that? What a bad friend, right?
I'm not even sorry about it. Okay.
This is another fun one. The average friendship lasts for 17 years. However, 17% of people say they've had the same best friend for over 30 years.
I've only been alive for 30 years. Right, Sadie?
Why you gotta brag to her like that?
Okay. Well, I don't think Sadie, the dog, has anything to say about that because she knows that she won't survive for 30 years.
Maybe she thought she was your best friend?
Sure. Why not?
Any facts for you?
Yeah, I just found this fact. In your 30s and 40s, a small, tight-knit group is optimal. Having 3 to 5 close friends allows for paired activities, tandem biking. Who the fuck does that? Charades.
You really looked into this fact, didn't you?
As well as intimate group outings, movie nights, wine tasting, and group discount rates.
Hell yeah.
Yes. If you have a tight-knit group of 3 to 5 close friends, you too can have movie nights, wine tasting, and group discount rates.
Escape rooms, here we come.
I did an escape room with friends. And I think my friends all wanted to kill me.
That's when your friendship ended.
Yeah, like I remember I had a friend yell at me because there was like all these like buttons on a wall that you had to like push in a certain order, and like I was just like tee hee, and I was just, and she like was like, stop fucking touching the buttons, and I was like, oh my god.
Those do bring out the worst in people, myself included. I'm like, no, that's not what we're supposed to be doing. We got to get out of here.
Okay, I was just like trying to have a silly, goofy time, and like my friends were literally fighting for their lives. And I was like, we are not going to die. Just so you guys know, like at the end of this, we're not going to die. Okay? But it was fun.
I love it.
Where are you going to be this week?
This Saturday, I will be at Heritage Distilling in Tumwater. Derek Sheen is going to be headlining, and it's going to be a super fun show. Lots of fun. South End comics are going to be on that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Where are you going to be?
I'm going to be at Spokane Comedy Club all weekend, Thursday through Saturday.
Joe D.
Fun. Hopefully someday I can just be his full-time feature.
Hell yeah.
Or maybe, you know, someone else will take me on the road. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
You'll go on the road on your own.
Or that.
You don't need these bitches.
Don't. That's not too. I didn't say that.
He needs you. Joe, he needs you.
I need all of you.
Awesome. Well, I'm glad we're friends, Ricci.
Me too, Courtney.
Thanks for listening, everyone.
Thanks for watching, everyone.
Okay, bye.
Bye.